Hey everyone, happy Friday. Jer here with another Wild Women Wisdom. And I just wanted to come on because I'm super excited. I just listened to a Gary Vee podcast. I don't know how many of you guys know of Gary Vee, but he is, I call him like a serial entrepreneur. He's an author. He is legendary. He's an international speaker. He has all these incredible, crazy things going on. Hey, Chris. And so this man goes around and he does all these podcasts. His big thing is giving content, and he's somebody that I look up to as a mentor in terms of entrepreneurship, as well as, you know, the speaking world, all that type of stuff. And so anyways, I just got off. And he actually has started this new thing where he is getting people to call in who have these dreams and aspirations to do, you know, whatever it is. So in this episode that I was listening to, he was talking to this gentleman who was like, you know, man, I just really want to, you know, be a filmmaker. I want to make film. I want to live in LA. I want to do all these things, right? And so Gary was like, okay, are you serious about that? And so he basically, you know, the guy was living at home with his mom, and he was like middle-aged, and he just wasn't like, I don't know, I think he just got laid off or something. And he goes, okay, so I'm going to send you $1,000 right now. I'm going to look at a flight. I'm going to book you the flight. You're going to go live on Twitter, wherever you are, and just kind of show that you're using the money and that you're actually taking, you know, your destiny in your own hands, and you're going to do it. And it was so, because the emotion of this, the guys are getting excited, Gary is getting excited, everybody's looking in the, you know, you can hear the people in the background, and they're all like looking for a flight. It's like, it doesn't leave at this time. And I'm just like so excited from this. I too have dreams to move to New York City. And of course, you know, when you share your news with certain people, they'll be like, oh, well, do you have a lot of money? Like, New York is expensive. Or, oh my God, it's so scary. Like, how are you going to do? Like, where are you going to live? Where are you going to stay? And it's so funny because I have been wanting to move to New York for such a long time. And I made July 2019 my month to leave. So I've cleared everything out. You know, I'm ready to give up my lease. I've cleared everything up. Basically, I just have to like sell everything and, you know, make a plan of where I'm gonna stay and stuff. But I've been looking and trying to find an apartment or a place to stay. And this podcast just really made things like really clear to me, right? It's like, you never know what you're gonna have. You never know what it's going to be like until you go, right? And I mean, the thing is because we're like, oh, well, what if this happens? Or what if that happens? Or all these things, right? And so one of the things I think about me especially is that I have always been very like fearless with the things that I've wanted to achieve and obtain. And to me, like failing or not making it or whatever it is was never really an option. It wasn't a thing for me, right? And that's why I say to a lot of people who I talk to who are in my life, I'm like, don't feed my fears. Like, that's your stuff, right? Like, keep it out of my bubble. Because I like to live in a world where, you know, I'm able to do and accomplish the things that I set my mind to, and it's never that it's not ever going to happen, or it's not scary. Like, the thrill of it is the scariness. It's like, wow, I'm gonna be, you know, standing, drinking my coffee in, you know, July in New York City. And I had a friend recently who, again, a mentor, asked me, so how are the plans to New York going? And I was like, and I too, of course, yes, I you know, say that I'm a wild woman, and that's my thing. And yes, even a wild woman gets scared, you know, even a wild woman kind of like doubts herself and feels like, what, should I really go? Like, is this the right time to do it? And it's so funny because that's what I've been saying is, you know, people have been coming to me and they're like, oh, well, when do you leave? You know, when all this stuff. And I'm just kind of like, well, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna go now, you know? And it's just so funny because I've been sitting here the past week. I've just kind of been sitting and kind of looking at things and wondering why I haven't lined up a place. I haven't, you know, it's just really interesting because, and I've already kind of put things in place for myself to have different speaking engagements and stuff. And I'm just kind of like, I mean, I could just say no, right? Like, I could just go. And it's been so many things like that. It's like, go, Jer. And then I'm just kind of like standing here and I'm just like, I don't know if it's the right time. And so listening to this podcast, and my friend basically was like, okay, so are you going? And I was just like, damn it. I said this to this friend of mine, and they're holding me accountable and to my word, which is, you said you were going to be somewhere at this time, and what's going on with that, right? And he was basically like, okay, all you got to do, go on Google, find a place, Pad Mapper, Craigslist, wherever you got to do, whatever you got to do, find a place, make a call, put your deposit down the way that you would here at home. Like, there's no difference at all. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And he's like, baby steps, girl, baby steps. And it was just like that feeling of like, ugh, when you say you're gonna do something and then someone calls you out on it, and it's like, I gotta do this damn thing now, and now hearing this podcast today, which was like the guys pushing you out the door. I mean, it's like, what is your alternative? What is the alternative in your life? All my people who are watching me, all the people who follow me, that's what the Wild Woman brand is. It's like, you want something, make a plan, make it happen. So I'm going to be meeting with a friend today who has family in New York, and I'm going to, just kind of be like, is that a thing that I could do? What's the best neighborhoods? That type of stuff. So you guys are going to have to hold me accountable to my word that I'm going to be in New York City in July. Make sure to push me and hold me accountable, and hopefully we'll be doing these lives from New York City next month, because it's already June, so I got a lot of things to figure out. But again, how many of you, my listeners, my friends, my followers, all the beautiful family that's out there, how many of you have goals and aspirations, and I want to do this thing. I've been saying that I want to do this. I want to move. I want a new relationship. I want to leave this relationship. I want to take that course. I want to, whatever it is. How many of you are also doing that and find yourself, feeling comfortable and just kind of going with things because you think that things are not right? They should be like this, or they should be like that, or I don't have enough money, or whatever it is. How many of you are doing the exact same thing that I'm doing right now, which is kind of sitting and just like, right? And how many of you want to make a difference? And how many of you are willing to be brave enough, like me, and jump into the water and just let it take you wherever it takes you? Because, that's the beauty of life, right? When you fully have trust and faith in who you are and your ability and the things that you're intended to do, you'll just do them, right? And so that's my challenge for all of you out there, my followers, my friends. Hey, Tamela, Marilyn, Eleanor, hi, how are you guys doing? Happy Friday. Are you guys willing to do the challenge with me, which is to take the most scariest thing and do the dang thing? Send me some messages, tell me what your thing is. But I would really like, I'm going to be in New York City in July, so it can be the end of July, but I'm going to really push myself. Like I said, keep me accountable, hold me to my word. And I'm scared, but I'm excited, and it's going to be amazing. And I would really, again, stress all of you guys, let me know what your thing is. What are you most afraid of doing? And let's do it together. And let's make 2019 what we intended it at the beginning of the year, which is to be fearless and to do the things that we want. And I'm excited to hear what you guys are planning to do. I'm thinking I'm going to go skydiving in the next couple of days, just because I'm needing, I need to have some excitement in my life. And, I have cleared out a bunch of things that have kind of been holding me back recently. I did the vulnerability video for the Legacy channel. That'll kind of give you guys a little bit of a tune in terms of what's kind of been going on. I'm excited. I'm ready to, take the next step of my life, the next chapter. This is going to be amazing. And New York City, I had a friend last night say, what is your ultimate thing? Like, what is the thing that's going to do it for you? And you guys know that I like to talk about Madison Square Garden. And for some people, that's like a very outlandish goal. But again, I don't believe that God wouldn't put this thought into my mind unless I was supposed to do it, unless it was achievable for me, right? So I want you guys, all my followers, listeners, hey Carolyn, to also think about that. You know, where in your life have you wanted something? And, you know, is that still something that you want? Are you still willing to do whatever it takes to get your butt there? Because if you do, of course, you know that I have, you know, my coaching. I work with my clients. I really help them to get where they want to go. And if that's something you want to explore with me, I would love that. Of course, I'll be doing it from New York City, which is obviously possible. But reach out to me if you guys want help with your goals and your dreams, and to help you guys build a plan like I'm building a plan. Like I said, I'm super excited. I'm kind of scared a little bit, probably lots of it, but I think it's going to be great. I'm excited. And like I said, reach out to me. Let me know what your guys' things are. What's your ultimate thing that's scaring you right now, that you're kind of like holding off and have been holding off for a long time, right? That's all I got for you. Hopefully this did something for you guys. Yeah, I look forward to hearing from all of you guys. Have an amazing weekend. There's a Prince concert tonight. It's not actually Prince, but it's like a Prince themed event, and you guys know how I love Prince, so I'm going to be celebrating that. It's going to be amazing. And like I said, hold me accountable, okay? And I'll hold you guys accountable too. Reach out to me. Lots of love. See you guys.